Stephanie is waving hi to everyone over there and Sandy. Hey guys, I don't know about you, but my sales have not been that great. So I just want y'all all to feel sorry for me. But in the meantime, it kind of gives me time to like reflect and go through some of the tools and all these changes that they are making is also making me look towards some of my tools and see, like, am I using them correctly? Am I optimizing? And also, I had two folks reach out to me that asked me some questions, and I thought, hmm, that might be a good thing to talk about. And one of them has to do with something, and those of you who have been coming to these for a while will know a lot of times we'll refer back to some link that Amazon has shared with us. And then somebody will say, Eileen, if you can get that link, because I keep a sheet with a bunch of links. And this is one of the things that I think is confusing for a lot of people is because Amazon has so many different places for us to check. How do we do this? And how do we optimize this? So I'm just going to share a few of those. That's how I want to start. Then I also want to talk about some third-party apps and get your feedback about them as well. And what else do I have here? Um, yeah, and talk a little bit about offsite and what we're doing there and what we can do. Okay, so you with me? Let's go. All right, so the first thing that I want to share is the link for the Amazon. They call it the Associates and Influencers Program Policy Guide 2025. Hang on, let me bring that screen up. And also, I'm going to put the link in the chat. Because, and I'll tell you, it was one of our Logie group members. I watched his video, and in his video, he was saying, click this link for this microphone. You don't have to buy the microphone, but the link is there. And I messaged him right away, and I was like, you can't do that. And some of y'all might remember that I had to message him back later and say, yes, you can, because guess what? They changed the policy. And you can now say, support the show or support me. And I will show you because I know it's kind of hard to believe. I think I can screen share. I hope I can screen share, Emmy. Sharing is not turned on. Okay. I should have told you ahead of time. But you know I always screen share. Can you turn on screen sharing, please? All right. Thank you so quick. All right. So here is that policy. And hang on, let me move my browser up a little bit. Hard to get it because I got too many windows open. And, you know, this is a guideline that they sent out to us. I'll say sometime in January, or it could have been in December, but I do believe it was in January. And under the section about hang on, policies and get artificial or incentivized engagement. And we're just going to look at what is allowed. What is allowed? And now this is different. And they didn't like make an announcement about this, but they did send us this policy and we're all supposed to read it, right? thanking customers for supporting your site, mentioning that shopping affiliate links is a way customers can support you at no extra cost, discussing that shopping affiliate links will help financially support you and the content you produce. We couldn't do that before. And I guess they didn't want to make a big fanfare about it, but they probably, number one, had a hard time policing this. And number two, you know how they always give us these examples of these influencers that we should, be like them. And a lot of those folks were probably doing this and were unaware that they couldn't do it. So the policy changed. You have to give them credit. They're trying. They may not hit the nail on the head all the time, right? But they are trying to adapt and make changes to policy as things come up. And has anybody else noticed this change, or did anybody know that it was different? G Webs is willing to pay thousands. Just remember, you have to be promoting yourself and not a third party or cause. Right. I'm sorry, I didn't read that part about you can't say that this is to support a charity or things like that. Yes. So the reason why I'm posting the links, you may want to start your own little personal cheat sheet of links of things that Amazon puts out there, because you'll remember, like, where's that policy? I think I saw that before, but you won't remember where it is. So, and that's what was going on with me and this person. We were going back and forth in the chat, and I was looking and I was like, why don't I just scroll back in the chat? I sent him the link when I told him about it. So the next one, because I know a lot of you all are on TikTok, and I think it was brought up earlier today. I was kind of multitasking earlier because, the day job. Hang on, I got to bring Zoom back on the front. And they have a guide for create high quality TikTok content. I don't know if you've ever perused this document, but they talk about, let's start with the basics, the link in the bio, yes to descriptions and captions. And, if you're like new to TikTok, or if you're just not really sure, like what's the synergy between Amazon and TikTok, this may be a guide for you. You can create playlists. See, things like this, I forget. Use TikTok's music library. And I don't know, is this helpful for you? Like, I'm not sure how many of you are.
I do, Eileen. This is really helpful. Can you drop that link? I've
Yes.
never seen that
It's
before.
hard for me to share the screen and
Drop the link, yeah.
drop the link at the same time.
Mhm.
I need an assistant. Okay. All right. So let me just take a look at chat. Stephanie said, yes, this is very helpful. Altovise said, we recorded most of it. Okay, this is, what did I miss? Sandy, Eileen, would you be willing to share your cheat sheet list of links? You always have everything at your fingertips, and then maybe we can all add it. I might have to think about that. There is some personal stuff on there, so I would have to weed out the personal stuff, and then maybe I could do that. Yeah, great, Sandy, great idea. Uh, I need to go back through all Creator University. So here's part of the problem, Stephanie. These, some of them are linked in Creator University, but I got to tell y'all, since they kind of changed the navigation, because I was trying to get all these links together for y'all today, the menu's not working right now. All the links, like you go to Creator University and then there's a pull down, right? Each one of those links is not working right now on that menu. So I'm going to assume they're going to fix that. That's just Like, but all of these items are not directly called out in Creator University, which is why this is such an issue and why I started the cheat sheet to begin with. Okay. So let's move on to the next one. And hopefully, oh, Amazon Lens. I'm sorry, right before I closed that sheet, that last tab out, I saw something that referenced Amazon Lens. And Amazon Lens is an important tool that we should all be familiar with. And I know we've talked about it before, but there's always someone new here or someone who just hasn't been thinking about it. And so when you open your Amazon app at the top, actually, Google has something similar. At the top of the page, you'll see the little icon that looks like a camera. And so you can be out shopping, or you can be at home, or at somebody else's home, or at the Airbnb, or wherever you are, and just tap on that. And Amazon is going to try its darndest. If it doesn't have that exact product, it's going to match it with something similar. And then you'll know, if it's available on Amazon. Somebody talking? Or maybe somebody just isn't muted.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's all right. All right. Andrew says, I have usually used Google Lens to find things on Amazon. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't compared the two, but to me, since if you're on the Amazon app already, and I don't know if you're talking about doing it on desktop, Andrew, but I usually do it with my phone. So this way I'm already in the Amazon app, so I can easily go click on the details or add it to an ideas list or start a new ideas list if it's something that's really cool, right? Like we were talking about the trends. All right. Okay, so now here's another thing that is not, I don't believe it's in Creator University, or if it is, it's buried. That's all to it. And that's a Creator Ads Boost. I know somebody was asking about it. I saw someone, oh, actually, I think it was you, Altovise, who said, I missed that whole thing because there is something on this page. All right, let me share it first about Instagram and how you can opt in for that. All right, now that I've shared it, let me copy the link and figure out how to get back over to the chat. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that right now. I'll do it when I finish screen sharing. All right, so then it talks about the creator ads. And like I said, they're always featuring certain people that, they hold up as to be like the beacons of the perfect Amazon influencers. And so then, they talk about it. And then here's that link right here that you can opt into the creator ads. Don't worry, I'm going to post a link in the chat. And then they give you the best practices. And I know this girl, Viv, honestly, she does have some really engaging content. So if you don't check out anybody else on this page, check her out. Because sometimes, especially if you're doing things like lotions and creams, and like it's okay, people can't smell it, they can't touch it, so you gotta think of ways to make it seem a little bit more engaging. And she does a good job because I was watching one of her videos one day and I found myself, you are still watching this. And I already knew the product, I already had it. And they say use lots of hashtags. Remember, this is on social media, right? Um, feature at least 5 products. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So now let me stop sharing. Put that link in here. Where is the lens link? Heather, the lens is at the top of your app. Let me, hang on. See, I told you guys, it's always someone who hasn't seen some of these things before. So hang on, let me get to all my little tech ducks in a row here. So I got to accept this camera inside of Ecamm so I can show you where the lens is. You know what? I don't know if it's on desktop, honestly. Nope, not working. I should have done that ahead of time. But anyway, on the app, at the top, got too much lighting there. Oh, there you go. At the very top where it says search, there is a camera icon next to the microphone. That's the lens. So you click that on and you hold it in front of an item. And then you click search. Actually, there's also the option to upload an image. So if you've got an image, you could take a screenshot of the image and then upload it. And also they will scan the barcode. So if you have the barcode of an image, of a product, or if you just want to scan the barcode, maybe the product is too big or it's awkward, or you just can't get the picture right at that moment, just look for the barcode and upload the barcode to that lens and it'll find it for you. Sorry, my little demo didn't work. Should have had that prepared ahead of time just in case, but All right. So, and has anybody used the Amazon lens? And what are your thoughts about it? Doug, I think that's something that you probably use. Oh, no, Doug's
No. Yeah, no, it's not that's not
you haven't used it. You think you'll try?
no. No, first off, I don't do anything on the app. I hate my cell phone. It's like for playing games when I'm bored and if I have to do TikTok or something like that to make a couple bucks, I'll do it. But like um,
Okay.
um yeah, I'm not a huge cell phone advocate. I just don't like working on it. It's too small and why when I can have four computer screens and something a lot more information, you know.
Oh, okay. Well, G Webs, you want to unmute your mic? He says he uses a zillion times a day. Oh, we can't hear you, G Webs. I see you unmuted, but oh, he went back on mute. Okay, anytime. Oh, there you go.
My mic, is that better?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how people don't use it. How do you know? I mean, how do you do Amazon without using the lens? I mean, I could say I don't even, there's no way to count how often I use it, like, constantly.
So where are you normally at when you're using it? Are you at the store?
All of the above, whatever you're going to say, because
Mhm.
I'm constantly using it. Like, I mean, we're on Amazon and we get paid to play with Amazon. So you're at the store, you're going to buy two things, you're going to zap them both and see which one's on Amazon. Right?
Jeff is talking about you. I'm not going to repeat what Jeff said because the people on the replay don't need to see that comment, but just check the comments. Well, I use it. Altovise says I use it often, especially when I am out shopping. Yeah, and I know I will say before Christmas, I was in Sam's Club and I used it for something, and that item just sold and sold and sold. And when that item stopped selling, that's when I knew. I was like, okay, things have changed. All right, so some of us use to search with words. Yeah, but sometimes it depends upon the product, Stephanie. You might not know what the item is called. It's weird. Now, I'll tell you, my most recent use of it was with a pair of socks. I had this unknown pair of socks, black ankle socks, and I was like, I just used the app. It would not find those socks. It found similar socks with white on the top. No, I wanted black. I wanted black. And then I just gave up, right? I even went to the brand store because it was Hanes. It was a regular thing, right? Nothing strange. I went to the Hanes store, was not there. Came to my desktop, lo and behold, I don't know at what point it found it, put it right on my as soon as I opened Amazon on my desktop. I don't know what happened. I'm trying to understand it. I just know I ordered the socks. And it turns out they were men's socks. And so that's why I can't remember where they came from, because they must have came from Mr. Rodney somehow. Sandy says, I use it to scan barcodes as well as products, brand packaging at those bin stores. Yeah, you told us about the bin stores. Sandy, can you come turn your mic on? And where they have all the Amazon return packages. That is such a great use of it, Sandy. I also use it at a friend's and family's houses to see what videos I can quickly do while I'm visiting. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying, you know? Even when you're out and about, sometimes you might be at a restaurant and wondering, wonder if they sell that. Yes, and
Hello.
hey.
Hey, I actually find I don't actually use the Amazon app that often because I really don't like it. I'm a desktop user, but when I'm out and about shopping, which I do quite frequently because I'm a shopper, I do like to have the Amazon app with me because of the lens feature. And I use both the barcode scanning as well as just the picture scanning. So if there's no barcode, I'll use the lens to get a picture of the packaging that has the product name and the brand and logo. And a lot of times it actually finds the product. And that way I don't have to search for it. It's really, really convenient.
It is. We're going to convert Doug before this session is over.
It
Also,
actually it saves a lot of time because if I'm not familiar with the product, I don't know what is the best keywords to use to search for the
right.
product on Amazon.
Mhm.
So, and also it's hard to find the ASIN number for a lot of these products, but if the lens can find it, you automatically get thrown into the product page where you have the ASIN number right there. And then you can upload it. And when they ask for the ASIN number, you just pop it in and you're done.
Awesome. Yay. I'm glad I brought that up because you have so much great stuff to share. And especially when you're talking about those bin stores. I know everybody doesn't have the bin stores near them. You live in Canada, right?
I'm in Canada, but I do travel to the US. I actually just came back from Florida, like literally 2 days ago,
Uh-huh.
and they have a bin store where I visited. I went there twice on my vacation, and I was only there for less than a week. And it was great because I don't know if you guys have been to any of the bin stores, but you don't know what the packages are. They don't tell you. So they're all packaged in those brown cardboard boxes, and a lot of them have the barcodes. So you
Mhm.
just take your lens, scan it, and if it finds it, you know exactly how much the product is, you know what the product is, and you know how much it is. And when you're shopping at the bin stores, I mean, it's like $12. The most expensive day is $12 for the location that I went. And for me, I found a Dyson hair dryer that's worth over $400 and I only paid $12 for it. But I wouldn't have known that unless I scanned it. Or the other thing is you can take it up to their cash area and they'll open it for you. But it's always good if you already know in advance what the product is, right? So
Mhm.
I find it really, really convenient. But other than that, the Amazon app itself, I really don't like it.
Yeah. So everybody wants to know, like, is there a directory of these bin stores? Like, what is this bin stores? Uh,
I actually did some research a while back. I'll have to find the link, and I don't know where I can post the link because will take me a little bit of time to find my link. But I think I was able to find a page that had a list of the bin stores all over the US. Um, I just
So,
need to find it.
awesome,
And
great.
I think they have it in most of the states, at least the larger ones. I mean, I'm not very familiar with the US. I'm Canadian, but shopping in the US is great because you guys have so many options and you have a lot more stores than we do.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sandy. And I remember that Monty used to talk about the bin stores. So I know they have them like in the DMV area. And I'll read a couple of comments. Altovise, you got your hand up? I'll read the comment after you.
Yes. So another thing with the lens is if I am on social media and an ad comes up from a different platform, that's, you know, highlighting something or advertising something, I'll do a screenshot. And then because you can upload the picture and they can go ahead and even if it's a picture and say it's a room and there's like 10 different things in there, when you upload the screenshot, what it does is it puts a little circle on the different things and you tap the circle and those products will come up at the bottom. That's something similar or the exact same thing if they're able to find it. So I love that piece of it too, because even if I am at someone's home, I can take one picture, have multiple items in that one picture, and then just upload that, and it will give me those little pins, and I can go and just click on each one to be able to check each one.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, and like I said, you can, like Altovise just said, you can take the screenshot, or if you're, let's just say you are visiting someone, but you really want to spend your time with that person, right? It's like your loved ones or whatever. Just take a couple pictures and then do it later. You know what I mean? Because you don't want them sitting there saying, like, I thought we were talking, and here you are doing your Amazon stuff. But you do, you can do it sneakily. No, I'm just kidding. G Webs.
So bin stores are Amazon sells their returns, so they screw sellers big time by letting anybody return anything. So the stuff that Amazon gets back, anywhere there's a giant warehouse, I think. I mean, I'm not privy to this just from my experience with finding out about these things. To answer some of the questions that have come up out there, there's not like it's not Amazon doing it. It's Amazon sells their stuff, just like the TSA sells their lost and found stuff every once in a while. So you'll find, people on eBay that have a lot of pocket knives or I don't know, hand creams and stuff that you can't bring on the airplanes from buying it from TSA, right? So the bin stores buy the returns in a pallet at a time, a pallet 4x4x4, a cubic, whatever, 4x4, whatever that is, of stuff. They'll buy these things, and depending on the store, they're going to bring them in. They usually throw the bins out one day, so they'll just dump them out on tables, and then they'll sell them for what you said, $12, $15, $25. Depends on the store. And then the next day it'll be a little cheaper. The next day it'll be cheaper. Next day it'll be cheaper. And as people are picking through these bins, the stuff becomes less and less lucrative, less and less interesting or valuable. And it's an interesting way to just have a random. It's sort of like a swap meet on steroids because there's so much stuff being, depending on the store, thrown in every week. I've been to stores where they have, like Amazon in Phoenix has massive, massive numbers of these warehouses. So they'll have crazy bin stores up there. I don't know what it's like where the big hubs are for Amazon, but if you live near a big Amazon hub, you're going to find lots of bin stores. But then there's bin stores that ship their bins from Amazon returns. So anyway, they'll have everything from furniture down to SD cards, and because it's all random, it's an interesting thing to do. But if there's a flea market nearby, if there's eBay, then you have a lot of competitors with bin stores. So it's not like it's free. And I can't tell you how many times somebody will buy something, take the old used up one, like they own something that breaks. They buy something new on Amazon, they put the broken one in the box and return it. So you're buying their old broken, dirty, gross thing instead of, a brand new return. Every once in a while you do get a brand new return. But I think they're a lot like Creator Connections or Vine. They're potentially really good for what we're doing, but they're potentially really good at ways to buy a lot of stuff you don't need, and that's not going to help you. I think there's still better strategies or recipes for Amazon than just looking for bin stores. But you're not going to find like consistency unless one person owns a lot of bin stores and runs them all the same way. I've been to dozens of them, and except for the situations where somebody owns more than one, they're all literally all different from each other because they're all trying to figure out different ways. You know, they bust open something that's got $800 worth of product. Some of them will put that out there for 15 bucks, but some of them will charge $400 for that $800 thing. Hope that helps.
Great. Thank you, G-Webs. I'm sorry, I forgot. I muted myself. Doug, you haven't pulled out that phone yet? And start scanning?
No, but I found a way that I'm going to use the phone and that lens feature. My neighborhood has a garage sale twice a year, and I empty out the garage full of Amazon stuff, and it's annoying as heck trying to figure out what to price everything. And so now I know how I'm going to do it this evening. I'm just going to pull that out and be like, beep, 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 beep.
And then you can tell them what it's selling for right now.
I always just I sell it all for half of whatever it was new, because we get it, we use it for 20 minutes, and then it goes in the garage. So I'm just like, it's like basically new, and sell it for half of whatever it was, and they can have it, enjoy it, use it.
Yeah, but also you could pull that phone out when somebody is
Oh
saying,
yeah, what
"Are
is
you
this? What's it worth? Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
not sure. Do you really think that sells for $250?" You're like,
Yeah,
"Oh, see, right here, I
there
just
it
scanned
is.
it.
Yeah.
There it
Yeah.
is. There you
Yeah.
go."
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So see, there's value there.
I told you we were going to convert you before the
You're
show
not going to convert me. It's still it's a good tool, but it's not something that I hate working on that phone. It's just like, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, look at little thing. It's like, yeah, no,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
me.
Hey, Stas.
Hey, hey people, how are you? Hey, Ellen, how are you?
I'm great. I'm great. If everybody doesn't know, Stas is one of the Logie co-founders.
I am a person who are deep dive in what's going on, and I love the technology. And we just spoke about the lens, and I will give you, I guess, another tip if someone wants to utilize it. Will be amazing. Uh, it is absolutely right. You can use it. I just used it yesterday. I just saw some very interesting. You familiar with those balls that they in the ropes, and when you throw the one of them, there is another side it's popping out. So I saw something like standing, something made in this part, and I didn't know where to buy it. So what I just did, you have the same as in Amazon, you have of Google. If you download the application of Google, you can have the same lens. It is a little bit give you more opportunities. First, you can see stuff not only on Amazon. Second, you can describe with AI as a picture what the AI see on the picture. The third, you can see who doing videos and what type of videos on which platform is running. So you can recognize and see maybe it's very trending on TikTok or any other place. So it is very useful tools. See like and zoom out not only on Amazon platform. So absolutely it's something that is useful. It is as I hear everyone saying, it's amazing tool. It is magical. Absolutely, I agree. So regarding the conversation with the bin stores, I will as I seller on Amazon, I start my journey to sell on drop shipping parts. I don't know if people know what is drop shipping. It is you buying on one place cheaper and posting on eBay and a couple bucks more. And if it's sold, like you are paying on the place that you are trying to purchase it, send it to the person who purchased from you, and you are just have the balance. This is your profit. So how you work? So in that time, I start to figure out how I can do more money, because when somebody buy product from you, it is not necessarily that where you are aiming to buy it from, it is stock will be available. So I started that time, it was in 2015. Wow. And it is we start to figure out how we can get more cheap stuff. And I at that time I start to work with the cheap as bin stores, but the bin stores stories became they purchasing stuff from the liquidation. You have such as many different kind of website that is include an Amazon pallets. You buy them pallets, you not really know what is inside over there. They not giving you like breakdown what the part, but you kind of can observe and look what is inside because it's wrapped with the with this nylon, and you not really can see through what is in the middle. But it is many stuff could be useful, some of them not, but you have a deal that you're purchasing and get some kind of with hope that you can resell it and be profitable. So we have such as website that they call liquidation.com, B-Stock Solution, it is direct liquidation, it is up thorough. So as I remember, just pull up my old spreadsheet when I'm working and buying the stuff. So this is where you can find those pallets, or this is usually how bean store work. Say buying the pallets, they have a stores, they put in a floor, and this is how they are making the profits. I guess I'm done. What we're looking at, somebody's sharing the screen.
Yeah. Oh, I finally figured out what I was doing wrong about sharing my phone.
Yeah.
So just want to make sure that Heather sees this. And Doug, because we don't want you messing up when you're out there at that garage sale. So, and I know Stas just talked about Google Lens as well, but this is the one on Amazon, and I just made it bigger so you can see the little icon. So you know what I mean when I say it looks like a camera icon. So it's right there at the top of the page. Okay. Now let me get myself back on screen because I don't know what I did wrong here. All right, hang on. There she is. Okay. All right, great. Thanks so much for all those tools that I didn't even have on my list, but I'm glad I mentioned the lens, and then you guys share so many great experiences. So the next tool, well, it's not really a tool, but it's the next site that Amazon slid in one of their, and this time I'm going to post a link before I screen share, one of their emails they sent out to us is make the most of your storefront. Storefronts 101. I bet you if you try to Google it, you won't find this page. I don't know how I even found it, but that's because I have my little cheat sheet, right? So what's the big news here? Canva, you can now easily create content and publish. Now, this to me is not that big of a deal, but I know that a lot of you all are more prolific with your graphics and your art, and you're looking at those collages we can make on the app, and you're like, I'm happy with the collages on the Amazon app because Canva's great, but they don't have any templates for Amazon collages. So you got to know graphics, or you got to, hunt around till you find a template, or you just got to be good. So that's not the only thing here, but they actually updated this page, and you know how we can tell they updated the page because there's no banners, the headers of these screenshots they have here. The last few times, even after they had gotten rid of them, this page still wasn't updated. So that's a great indication that there's some fresh information on here. So you guys, I put the link already in the chat, and they talk about how it got easier. There's even a screenshot showing the creator stars. Maybe that's another reason why they got rid of that header banner, right? None of us miss it now, right? Because I know in the beginning people were like, oh no, they got rid of my banner. Like, do we miss it? No, nobody looking at your banner anyway. And now these videos down here, they have been on this storefronts page for a while. So they're a little bit older, but if you've never checked them out, they're very short and sweet. So let's see how long this one is. This one's 2 minutes. You know, both of these young ladies have some great tips, and you know, they're the stars of Amazon. Then here they talk about the collages. I know someone said that they did not have the collage feature on their app, but no, this was someone in one of the Facebook groups. Don't know if they have the updated app or if they know how to find it. So if anyone does not know how to find or locate this feature for collages, let us know or let me know, and I can screen share it. And here I actually can see the chat here. Stas has put the link in there for the liquidation auctions. Thank you, Stas. I'm going to add that. Oh, let me stop screen share. I'm going to add that to my cheat sheet. Yes. Thank you very much. Let me add that to the bottom of today's notes. Okay. Has anyone thought about using that Canva integration or tried it? Because I know, you know, some of you all are very good with art and graphics and all that good stuff. But no takers, huh? Well, let me just ask this question before I go to this last Amazon link. I didn't get to the third party stuff yet. Do you have success with your collages that you're posting? Come on, G Webs, that laugh has to come with. No, I don't mean the Canva collages. I'm sorry, say again.
The only thing I've got on like this 14 views maybe on one of my collages from Christmas time. Like, no, I did a bunch of them because they're easy to do, and I tried, but no, not even views.
Yeah, yeah. I've got a few views. You know, I can't say that I made any sales from them, but right now I'm not making any sales from video. So,
I suspect that it's when you put it on Pinterest or something, though. If you've got a social where collages are hot, that's where I suspect they're gold, but I don't.
Yeah, I'm going to stick a pin in that about social, but yeah. Okay. Anybody else want to share their experience with the whole collages and or Canva? Sandy says she never made collages. I don't think they would convert as well as videos. Andrew said tried it once so far, and Stephanie said I don't use Canva, so haven't bothered. Well, yeah, I was asking about the Amazon collage feature, but yeah, I use Canva a lot, and I'm not that great at it, and that's why I know I'm not going to use it for the collages. The benefit of using the app, I will say this, over Canva, it eliminates a step because once you're in the app and you're making the collage, it automatically removes the background for you. If you take it over into Canva, you got to remove the background from every, well, first of all, you got to download the image, then you got to remove the background. Yeah, to me, that I would rather work in reverse because I did do this one time. I can't say it was also that successful. I made the collage. One of the things about the Amazon collage feature that I don't like, you can pick several different fonts, but you cannot change the color. The color is always black, which to me is the dumbest thing ever. If anything, why don't they just let the color be white? That would make more sense. But anyhow.
And you can only write one thing. You can't label a bunch of things. Like you can
I'm sorry, say it again.
Well, in every other app, you can put more than one text on the field. You can put one text.
That's true. That's true too. But they did add the stickers. I will say that and the stickers make it a little fun. You can put like little stars and rainbows and a couple little sayings like trending or something like that. You can do that, but the text is always black.
And for what it's worth, I've made all my collages in Amazon, and I probably had 4 of them kicked out because I used stuff that was on Amazon. They said like my, it was rejected months after it was up because I used images from Amazon. They say so.
Oh, you mean you did it in Canva?
No,
No,
at
you
Christmas
did
time,
it.
and in
Okay.
Amazon did it like you're supposed to with the app, and it knocks them out, like some shoes or something. Knocked them out because I'm using images from Amazon. I mean, I don't care, but it's
Yes,
annoying.
that
So
was
they're all going to eventually probably come down because Amazon's filters can be confused, and I don't even
that
know if
was
you can't
oh,
petition that, right? You can't say there's like on YouTube at least, if they knock something down, they usually give you a chance to ask for them to review.
yeah, I would have contacted them, but like you said, it might not be worth your time because you got to sit there and wait for them to get back to you because that shouldn't happen. They know that the
They're gonna
images are,
fix something. I don't want them to fix collages. Like go fix
yeah.
something.
But what I was going to say is you can make your collage, you can download it. They do give you the option after you finished it and you've posted it, you can download it. Then you take it over into Canva. Canva has that thing where you can remove the text. Oi, can you mute Stas?
Можно?
Stas, can you mute?
Sure.
Okay. And you can remove the text and then you can add whatever text you want, whatever font you want, whatever color you want, and place it wherever you want. Like I said, I can't say that, I made a bunch of conversions from doing that, but it made me feel better. Like, whew, I got rid of that ugly black text because it was like a pinky, springy, girly fashion image. Why do I want the black text? That's dumb. So, Heather, don't laugh at me. Oh, yeah. So it's definitely saying Amazon provides the feature and they discredit the content using it. I know that sounds like the craziest thing to me. And if it were worth it, if anyone here had said that, yes, I've been selling a lot with my collages, I would say, gee, Webs, go back with the chat and talk to them and tell them, look, hey, that wasn't fair. But in this group, I don't see anybody, kicking up a lot of dust with these collages. So I won't worry about it too much. Maybe we'll find out more later. I think for one thing, it takes a while to train audiences for certain things. And a lot of people like looking at those collages, especially in certain niches, fashion, home. I don't know what else. But
It makes sense if you've got like some furniture and lamps and plants or something, right? Like to give
right,
people some
home,
different palettes or whatever that's called.
kitchen, absolutely, it does.
But you need somebody who's shopping on their phone. Nobody in real life is going to stop and look at that on their computer, I don't think.
Depends. It just depends on how they run across it. Like if they're on your storefront, somebody's on your storefront, they may. To me, they care about you and they care about what you've shared. Maybe you share something on social media and they're saying, let me check out their storefront. But like I said, you can't just spring things on people and expect them to know, like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, I see this image. But the fashion folks already know because those are the folks that do a lot of sharing on social media, with not just Amazon, with their LTKs and their Walmart and Target, whatever programs they're in. So their audience is trained to know, oh, I click on that image, or even from Pinterest, right? I click on that image and then I can shop the look that this person or the kitchen or the setup or whatever. So it takes a while. And right now, Amazon changed so many things. So it's going to be really hard to now we got to retrain the customers, like where to find stuff on the app. And they keep moving the carousels. And, so the customers are kind of like, wait, I know before when I did this, I could watch videos. And how come I'm not seeing them now? And then it doesn't bother them. They're like, either they want the product or they don't. They might want to watch a video, but they can't find it. So they're just like, maybe they don't buy anything, or maybe they go, you know, on Walmart and look for something. I don't know, or maybe see it in real life. Deborah, I see you have a long comment here. Would you like to come on, unmute yourself? Deborah Anna, I customize designs for things like Valentine's, St. Patrick's. So I look for templates that are existing, but I make them my own by customize. Just really like the simplicity of collages on .com, but .ca site is less robust for posting on social media. So here's what I did. Deborah, I did post a couple of collages on my international storefronts. I just found items and looked to see if they were available in Canada. And if they were available in Canada, like I made sure I had at least 5 items, because to me, why do a collage if it's less than 5, right? You know, and then put those in my browse history or whatever, or make an ideas list on the regular Amazon, and then make the collage. And then you have, you know, those products are on the Canadian store. So check the Canadian storefront first, because more than likely, if it's on the Canadian, it's probably already on the US. Okay, does that make sense? That might help your workflow. Stephanie, if it's an expensive product, maybe they search YouTube for more info when product videos are missing. At least that's what I did as a customer before I understood the program as an influencer. Another reason to repurpose to YouTube as well. Ding, 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 ding. Great points, great point. All right, I got one more. And did I post a link here? All right, I think I have it in my clipboard. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's the one that Stas gave us. Hang on, this is the do's and don'ts list.
I'll complain about the new menu layout in the first meeting that I missed.
No, oh,
The whole
nobody we never, ever complain. This is not the group of complainers and gripers. All right, so here's the do's and don'ts. No, I have my list up. I don't have, hang on. Once you decide you're not going to screen share. Okay, there it is. I'm sorry. Do's and don'ts. Hang on. Now I got to figure out where I put it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry for the delay. The top do's and don'ts. Now, see, just based on what we've went over so far today, we went over the influencer program policy guide that was updated this year. We went over the TikTok guide. We went over the creator ads boost. We went over Storefront 101, and now we're looking at do's and don'ts. That's way too many places to find stuff. And I realize they can't put everything all on one page, but they don't have it laid out properly to make it easier. You know, we've gone over this a few times in this group, and I realize that there's some people here who were not when we went through this, but this is the page that you definitely want to bookmark, the do's and don'ts, because what it does is it takes our operating agreement and it just breaks it down into the categories: disclosure, tracking IDs, customer reviews. Very important word there, customer reviews. Don't get me started on that, because y'all know we do shoppable videos. We don't do reviews. Even if you say it's a review, it's not a review. Their use of their trademark, sites and social channels, and all this stuff that is here is kind of at your fingertips, but only if you bookmark the link, because otherwise you'll be jumping through hoops trying to search it on Google. And, you know, your girl, Miss Eileen, just gave you the link to make sure that you bookmark it. Okay. G Web says 13 new steps to get around now. Andrew says, right, it's Amazon. They break stuff when it's not broken so they can say they fixed it or made it better when they ultimately make it crappier than it's been in years. Yeah, but we don't complain. We do not complain. We just love Amazon. All right, but I will show you, with that said, I will show you back on this page here, because I said earlier that some of the navigation is broken now. So there's a hamburger menu over on the top right-hand side. See that little hamburger? Well, it's only 2 lines, so it's not really a hamburger. But guess what happens when you click it? Nothing. Everything just gets grayed out on the page. So they need to fix that. And I got other jobs. I can't be contacting support telling them y'all need to fix this page. But at least y'all know this is an example of what I'm talking about. And it's because they're making all these changes that they don't have like this QC person that should be going through and making sure all the things are not broken anymore, because there's an example of where it's broken. So guess what? It's the top of the hour and I didn't even get into the third-party apps. So I'm going to make this, I'm going to do a quick a review of, hold on, I want to share the screen. And this isn't a third-party app, but I just wanted to make sure you guys saw this, because we've all been talking about Inspire being gone and all that. And I mentioned, I think it was last week, I mentioned the shop by interest, and do people know to go to shop by interest? They actually, now I grade everything out, so just to bring your attention to it, they actually put shop by interest on the main navigation on the website. It'll say live streams and this and that and all this, but shop by interest is there on the website. And I just wanted to make sure you were aware of that. And also, I'm bringing attention, I'm pointing to this here, which you might not see, that she has 6,200 likes on this video. And I kept refreshing the page just to see, like, did they have top creators? Yeah, like when you first go on this shop by interest page, there's a video with someone that has hundreds of likes. This happened to be the one that had the most, 6,000. Okay, just wanted you to know that it is there. So that is a possibility that your content can get discovered in shop by interest. Only because it's on the main navigation. Only if somebody's on desktop. I'm not even going to look on my phone to see if it's there. I doubt it. Oh, no, we know it's in a hamburger menu, but that's what I was saying last week. Shoppers don't know to go to the hamburger menu on the phone, but on desktop, it's right at the top of the page. Okay. Now, third-party apps. Who knows what the IPX extension is? Anybody put a 1 in the chat if you know what the IPX extension is? Sandy says 1. Star says sure. Okay. This has come in really handy for me, of knowing your placement. Now, there are times when it's a little depressing when you find out that you don't have much placement. But let me just give you an idea of how it works. I do have a little screenshot. So when you have this extension installed with the new Creator Studio, here's my suggestions. Here's my suggestion. And if you don't know what the IPX extension is, just bear with me, because you can use it for free. You can use it for free. Okay, so when you're in your Creator Studio, which replaced the hub, you're going to go first, you're going to navigate to publish. Why they want to show you drafts by default? I don't know, because they figure you got work to do. You got to finish that draft. No, I don't want to finish the draft. So I say go to published. Then I say next, filter by videos so that you only see videos, because it's going to show you all by default. And then don't forget to click apply. Okay? So published, filter, video, apply. All right? So let's see. I made a little video. And let's see if I can screen share that. So what you'll see is this, for example, this product. You can see that it has a creator connections campaign. Oh, yeah, I slowed it down, but I didn't slow it down enough because I didn't talk fast enough. All right, so I've got a video for it. Let's go through these things here. I've got a video for it. It doesn't have any placement right now. It's been on the top carousel before, but right now it has no placement. It's got only one product attributed to this ASIN. There is one creator connections campaign. There's 400 plus sales per month, and it's active. Okay, so as you scroll down, it tells you a little bit more. The price, the bestseller ranks, and it tells you it's in blankets and throws, it's in kitchen and home. It gives you the ASIN, tells you it's active. It tells you how much inventory there is. Sorry, playback is a little janky. Tell you how many reviews there are. It lets you know that it's in stock, the ratings, all the good stuff. Okay, and it tells you who the seller is, Bedshore, and then it is FBA, which means fulfilled by Amazon. Isn't that cool? That is what I recommend. If you've never used it before, to give it a try, because like I said, you can use it for free. They do have a pay upgrade. Actually, Jamie is in our group. I can't say I've ever seen him in any of these meetings, but he does every now and then. He will chime in on a post, especially if you tag him or something like that. But of course, he has all his own Facebook groups. Okay, so I've been using it for free for months and months and months, and I find it to be a very good tool. It's not always 100% accurate, and y'all know why, because Amazon keep changing stuff, right? So if you see something, you're like, no, it's not in the lower carousel. It's Amazon, y'all, okay? But in general, to get an idea of how many videos you have in the upper carousel, how many videos you have in the lower carousel, how many videos are on no carousels, then once you can narrow in on a specific product, you can see all those details. Of course, you can see them on the product page, but you're in your creator studio. You're trying to figure something out in your creator studio, right? Why you're selling it, why you're not selling it, or whatever you're trying to figure out, right? It's so cool to have it right there. Now, of course, all those things that I just showed you also show up on product pages. But I wanted to show you specifically on the back end because this is what we're struggling with right now. And I also want to give a shout out to Liz from Fluencer Fruit, friend of the community. She's amazing. Right now, Fluencer Fruit has not been updated with all these because I think Fluencer Fruit shows you even more information, but that's a paid tool. I think you can get a free trial. If anybody has affiliate link for Fluencer Fruit, go ahead and put that in the chat. And thank you, Stephanie, for putting the Chrome extension link in the chat. I didn't get a chance to do that yet, but there you go. It's on Lane's Dad Reviews automation page. Put up your QR code today. You're slacking, Lane. You're slacking. No, I'm just kidding. And, you know, but if you're someone who does product research, it is Fluencer Fruit is a great tool for you to do product research. And there, Lane has his QR code up there now. So you can scan that. That will take you to his page where he has all his automations and things, but he also has his affiliate links for Fluencer Fruit.
Yeah, Fluencer Fruit is the top one on there actually because it's kind of the backbone of a lot of my automation stuff. So yeah, I like them.
Yeah, and I do believe that you can do a free trial of Fluencer Fruit, but I think you have to use like somebody's affiliate link in order to do that.
Yeah.
But reason why I brought up Jamie's IPX extension first is because it's free. You can use it for free, and I've been using it for free for a while. And
Just,
yeah.
you know, with what I do, the Jamie's automation, I believe, does not have any type of downloading as far as like downloading a report with all the information in there. And so I can't take that and put it into my workflows. So it just, you know, there's no, his is great for, you know, research and understanding where your placements are and everything. But as far as like actually using the data, since Amazon doesn't have an API, Fluencer Fruit is kind of the only way that I've found right now to be able to get all of the data that I input into Amazon into my database so that the automations can continue from there.
Awesome, awesome. So have any of you used either of these tools? I know that Stephanie has, because she put the link. Thank you, Stephanie, because you know I can't screen share and put the link in at the same time. Have any of you used either of these tools? And I would love to hear your experience, Doug, with using either or, because I know you're using at least Fluencer Fruit. I don't know if you use IPX.
Yeah, I think I'm one of the OG Fluencer Fruit users. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, it's worth every penny that it costs in terms of the efficiency you get in finding the right products to invest your time and effort on.
And I would add to that Liz is really good about if there's something that you want from an Amazon listing or from the back end that, you know, if you don't know anything about coding or whatever, they can usually go in and find that data and pull it into the tool for you. You just have to ask her for it. And usually like within a week or two, she's able to be like, hey, we have an update. So they're very, very in tune to what the community wants and needs.
Yeah, and Liz also has the live streams, Q&As, right?
Yeah.
Weekly or
every
all right,
week
so
on Thursdays. Yeah. I mean, a group of people who have invested into the tool, we all get together and chat about, you know, what's going on, bugs, fixes, what's happening in the program, you know, where we can all improve and all that type of stuff. So yeah, I'm so glad that I pay for that.
and Heather, please, let's hear your experience with it, because I can tell you're an advocate as well.
So I'm a pretty much a newbie, but I love Fluencer Fruit. It kind of has been a game changer for me and finding the right products to use. You know, whether I buy something or not, that's number one, but it sounds like IPX might do that. I don't know, though. I'm sort of addicted to Liz provides so much information to help you succeed. And I think that to me is priceless.
And whenever you're researching tool, the tool that drops down from there is, you know, you can sort it, you can put filters on it, so you can easily find all the products that you potentially could make videos for if you're planning on doing like some shopping for yourself or something like that, you know, investing into some products. You can find kind of the top quality ones that will probably give you a good return on your investment.
Awesome. Awesome. And G-Webs, I see you say you agree, and I'm assuming you agree about Fluencer Fruit because I know you hang out with
Yeah, it's expensive, but it's worth it.
mhm.
And it's
Okay.
all on your browser, so it downloads onto your browser. Your data's yours. No one's. It's not going the other way.
Okay.
Doesn't work on the phone? What the heck?
Yeah, it does work on a phone.
And real quick, so Ehud doesn't think that I'm not giving Logie any love. I just randomly picked a Logie product, and now I'm going to talk about IPX because I don't have Fluencer Fruit, but y'all see how I'm an advocate for it, even though I don't even have it, right? But I just want you to see, I just picked a random Logie product here, and this is the Pro Line Gel, and up at the top, and now it takes a while to load when you first click on an Amazon link, but it's going to give you like some of the basic stats right here on the product page. Now, in this particular case, there isn't any videos on, either way. So you don't see that count. So let me just really quickly go to my storefront just to make it easy for me to grab a link that I know has videos. Hang on. Started filling somebody else's name. And what's up with that, Chrome? I don't even know who that is. Somebody I researched one day. Okay, so let's go to this one because I know I have a video somewhere there. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so now you see how it's taking a while to load. Give it a minute. Oh, sorry. I have to go back up. So here's, it tells you how much you make offsite, on-site. It's got your ASIN, which a lot of times you just need to copy that ASIN number. And instead of scrolling all the way down to the bottom of the page, which we know we can do that. But for me, this is a time saver right in itself that I can just copy this ASIN right here. Price, blah, 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 and reviews. But then here is when top carousel, it tells you how many merchant videos there, how many influencers videos. If your video is on the top, then it tells you, yes. If your video is not there, it'll be a red dot that'll say no. And also, if there was a lower carousel, it would say the same thing, bottom. I don't know if it says lower or bottom, whatever. And so this is a cool tool to have in your tool belt until you graduate to Fluencer Fruit. Now, like I said, Jamie does have a paid version of IPX. I want to give him credit for that. I just, I don't do that much research. I'm not making that much money on Amazon in order to afford it. But somebody like G-Webs, let's hear from G-Webs.
Oh, I was just going to say, you were talking about the ASIN. If you pop that screen back up, it's just Amazon.com. What is it, like some 2 letters, and then it's the ASIN. So it's just always, it's pretty close
Yeah,
to
but
URL usually.
I get that, but then you gotta go take your mouse, go up here, make sure you don't get the wrong thing.
Just click on the ASIN part and double click. It'll highlight between the 2 parentheses for you.
Oh, thank you, G-Webs. I appreciate that because I never do it that way.
Yep.
Especially
And once
now
you
that I
get the hang of it, you get almost like a 1-2 click with your on a regular computer left and right mouse button. I don't know how Macs do it, but you can get that almost without thinking. Right click and copy.
Okay, thank you. See, I love it. I love it when y'all share these wonderful tips with me. And anybody else have any feedback or comments? Because it is 3:15. And did I cover your favorite tool, or is there a tool that you want to talk about in
I'll
the
just
future.
mention that, Logie's download report is a good potential alternative to Fluencer Fruit. It just doesn't have enough information for me to be able to run my automations. And so they do have a lot of, if you just want to back up your data, which video went with which ASIN at what day you created it and the name of the video that you gave it. You can download all that and save that into, a database, at least to get you started, because you can potentially use that elsewhere. So it's a great tool. And then from there, getting all your videos. I know earlier we talked about repurposing them to YouTube for the copyright issues and all that type of stuff. So, using a tool like repurpose.io to be able to get your content out to all these places is again, like Fluencer Fruit, it's a fantastic investment to be able to go beyond what you can just do on Amazon. And I know Logie's always trying to push, hey, let's get your content out to all these places. There's so much more that you can do, because they want the brands want to see your video going to more places and not just on Amazon. And so, using repurpose.io like that is a fantastic tool to not only, help yourself because you're getting those links out more, but you're also helping the brands because, you're giving them more exposure for, minimal cost too. I think it's like $30 a month or something. And it's basically a set it and forget it. They actually sent an email earlier this morning, and they were saying that there was a guy who posts videos on TikTok, and he set up a repurpose for YouTube, and he just didn't do anything. And one day he went to his YouTube channel to check it out. He had over 100,000 subscribers and a silver play button within months, and he didn't even touch his YouTube channel. So if you're creating content, like, it's a no-brainer to just turn that on.
That happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, can I ask a two-second question, which is a little bit on this subject matter?
Sure.
So is there a tool that will go through Logie products and let me know if I have ones that I've created content for, so that I could like track them or update the listings or anything like that? Because I think, you and I discussed it briefly. The AI suggested a product to me last week, which actually was a product that I had reviewed 2 years ago. And so, I should have been able to match that out, figure it out, and maybe refreshed it myself to make Logie more successful for myself. But I had no way of knowing what I had already covered that might be available within Logie.
Yeah, with Logie's in their back end on the collections tab, they have a Logie matched collection for you. So all of the brands that you get matched with show up in that collection, and then you can just click from there and find the product that you're looking for to be able to take it further.
Yeah, you know what? That's a great idea, Lane. But I think in Doug's case, he's saying he didn't have to accept the product. So if you don't accept the product, it's not going to show up there,
Oh,
right?
but I did accept the
Because
product.
you
I
did?
didn't
Okay.
I didn't
You didn't
realize.
realize.
I didn't.
Okay.
I mean, it looked familiar to me
Uh-huh.
until it came, and I started doing the content, and I got into my computer, and I was like, "Oh, I already did this
You
already." I
already
mean, I
did
made
it.
new content for it, but I
Okay.
was like,
Okay.
somehow there's got to be fruit hanging out there that I'm not taking advantage of.
Oh, okay.
In the Logie products, because I struggle so hard to find Logie products that work for me and what I do. So
Yeah, Ehud, are you? I was just going to ask Ehud if he's able to. I'm not sure if he stepped away.
No,
There he
no,
is.
I was just typing it in the chat, but one of the cool thing is that, if you already created content for everybody or generating sales, then you're going to get the commissions anyway, whether you know or not that you have that. That's like one of the superpowers of Logie. So if you already created content in the past, you don't need to join a campaign, ask to be added to a campaign. You're already getting those commissions, so it's super powerful. But with that being said, just if we see that you already generated sales for similar products, that's when we're going to be, pitching you ideas for new products, and we're working very hard on getting this we're working very hard on getting the new sample system, so people can actually buy samples from within Logie, so they don't have to go to Amazon, get the samples, which is something that is not working as it used to. A lot of people paying full price for a lot of the Logie samples. So really soon, hopefully in a couple of weeks, because we already implemented a lot of it in the back end, you'll be able to just go and get a half price sample. And then we'll be able to suggest those to you. Say, hey guys, you know, even though we don't have samples to distribute for this brand, but you already had similar sales for similar brands, you might want to look at it and you might want to get some samples. So we might do that as well. That's another great idea.
Doug,
Yeah,
to your
great.
question.
I do think there's a great idea though, Doug and Ehud, if people have a way of checking like beforehand, like they just joined Logie or they're relatively new to Logie and they just haven't gone through everything yet and they're not really sure. But if there was a way that Logie could, or a tool that could scan all of their things, just like we do with this creator connections thing in IPX, scan all of their content and say, oh, yeah, there's a Logie match. You've done this video before, you did this, or whatever. So
I think I know what you're saying. And Ehud is going to say that it already pays us, but yeah, we know we're getting paid for it. But knowing that, yeah, like 6 months ago, I did a video on something that's now on Logie. Like I might have that in a drawer somewhere, and now I can go get it and make more videos on it, or start using that mouse again or something. Where if I haven't already done a video because Logie matched me with it, it's not going to be in our matched Logie. I call it a playlist, but whatever that thing's called over there.
yeah, because Ehud, you called us an army, and it's true. It's an army of content creators, and I'm talking about that Yahoo News press release that you guys did. Yeah,
Yep.
and there are so many of the creators that have such a backlog of items, hundreds and hundreds and yes, thousands. Lane is shaking his head of items. And then you guys are connecting with new brands all the time. And so a great way to manage that would be something that would scan each creator and say, this is something you already did.
Yeah, mine was literally 2.5 years ago. I did that video. So it was, a good time to kind of refresh it and do a new one because it was like completely dead and buried in Amazon's algorithm and, just scraping by on YouTube, whatever. So it was good that I redid that, but I didn't, there would be no way for me to know, or no systematic way for me to kind of see what I could redo and repurpose and maybe bring back to life a little bit.
We do talk about it a lot, though, that you can go to your dashboard, and we updated the dashboard to be even super powerful, that you can literally, and it's getting better and better. You'll see in the next couple of weeks, we have a bunch of new notes from you to make the dashboard even more amazing. But if you do go to your dashboard and you just play with that date picker for like last year, last month, or whatever the time is right now, and you'll be able to see your top performing products or your top brands or your top categories. No matter what you do, that's like the best way to do it. So you say, okay, that's what's working for me right now. And you hit that, show me more of that. So let's say you're good at the category and you're in your Logie dashboard, you see that this month last year, you did really good with computers, and you click that show me all your opportunities for computers. You have that little icon, and it opens up those and it shows it to you. So it's like that's kind of a really cool way to decide what content I should do more of. And you have that top opportunities. What are the opportunities that I generated the most money for? Click on it, look at it, see your top opportunities, and then decide, okay, I do want to create more content for these because it just makes so much money. And I know that some of our best creators that are making the most are the ones who are literally doing that. That's exactly what they do. They use that data.
How do I train it a little better to give me kind of better, like I'm looking at
Matches
my
and stuff.
dashboard right now. I'm looking at my dashboard right now, and it's like new product opportunities are like 7 different kinds of CMOS.
No,
Now,
that's like just the newest. Those are literally the newest ones that just added to Logie for everybody, and it's not about you. But one of the things that are going to be in like matching 2.0, we call it, something that we're working on, is that you'll start seeing things that are matched to you. And you'll see immediately the ones that you are being matched with and getting a free product. You're going to see the ones that are top for you, but we don't have samples, so you can buy them for half price. And those are and you know and maybe we'll have the brands boost their products to more influencers by saying, hey, I want to boost those products. Let's pay bonuses. Let's pay, we have like a lot of these ideas, but right now you just see the new ones that have been added. And soon you'll see the ones that are recommended to you specifically. And you'll also be able to see the newest deals that have been added by the brands, because we're going to start pushing the brands to add a lot of deals and promo codes just for Logie creators. And you'll get an email with all the newest codes that have been added and promo codes and deals, so you can literally start utilizing it to promote more. But those are like a lot of things that we're working on for 2025, and right now we're kind of stuck in still getting a lot of new brands and getting their new subscription plans to join Logie, and so everything works smoothly. So much work, but once this is done, oh my God, it's going to free us to do so many other amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I was just gonna say, because it's really cool. It's just I'm like working hard to, like if even if I look at my like best performing products, I got SD card readers, cameras, drones, RC cars, like things which don't exist on Logie for the most part.
we used to have a lot of drones, but what you can like, because there's so many filters, okay? So if you're on the opportunities tab, what you can do is you can sort, right? You can do it by the highest, whatever, highest what is it? Highest commission. Let's do highest commission.
Right.
And then choose your category. Because your let's just say it was cameras and photo, but you're going to put more than one category there, right? Because we might not have a lot in the cameras and photo, but electronics, you do a couple of different categories that that you feel would be a better match for you. And then that is one way that you can kind of narrow it down. Oh,
but so like exactly like what you're saying, like I just did exactly what you said, except I did cameras and photos and electronics, and I have 12 pairs of reading glasses in front of me on my screen.
Yeah.
Because there's not enough brands promoting stuff like that, right? Are you looking at the Logie opportunities?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that too. I see glasses.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and which one did you click into? Computers, was it? What was it?
I did electronics and cameras and photos just because they were right there kind of next to each other.
So, if I look at this example, you can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we see your screen, but we don't see you're not in the opportunities.
No, I'm in the dashboard, right?
Yes.
So hitting that products tab, let's open it in a new link. You see this one?
Yes.
You see it's opening?
Yep.
So you're saying that the category is not accurate. Let's see. So we're looking at let's find it here so I can see if there's any bug or something on our end. Camera and photo, you said? You said it was some kind of something else, no? Camera and photo.
And there was a camera and photo and electronics, and we sorted by highest commission.
Okay, I'm just looking at this, so I don't see anything in camera and photo, which actually makes sense.
I think
computers.
I saw this about a week ago too. I was trying to sort through some things, and the products were definitely not matching with the category. I just can't remember what it was.
Yeah, there you go. You got glasses.
And then
so these are, the blue light glasses. So that's a part of the computers, I would assume, and these are like hiding the thing. And yeah, but definitely I can see what you mean. It looks like we have a bug. We have these as computer for sure. These are definitely computers, and we use like the root we're checking what is the root for each one of the products to show it. Let's take a look on this product for a second and open it on Amazon. Go to Amazon, so I can see health and household. You see, so it's like this is like the category, the root category here, health and household, which means that definitely not, but maybe the subcategory, because it's a blue light, so it's for computers. So the subcategory is probably computers, even though computers shows me 0. So I see it in electronics. And we don't have computers on Logie at the moment, so that actually makes sense. So let's take a look at something else. Let's take a look at something that's very specific, like pet. Just want to see if we are okay. So pet. So you do get that all the pet products here. I just feel like we don't have enough brands that we onboarded for specific categories. You'll see a lot of beauty, a lot of personal care, because we have like a lot of brands that do that. But we'll need to really start kind of zooming into getting more and more brands. And next month we have this huge event in New York where we're going to be getting a lot of new brands into the system. So we're going to be highlighting Logie in that conference, and I'm sure that we'll have so many new brands and thousands of new samples to send to creators. And hopefully by that time we'll also have a lot of other things that we're implementing, because we especially the dashboard right now, we're really pushing it to make it so much more productive. So right now we made sure that when you click on it, you can immediately go to the opportunities, or you can see the data, the reports for each one of these categories, so you can kind of zoom into it. We added this amazing functionality to zoom into specific months. So if I click on a specific month, then it kind of zooms into just that month. By the way, for me, it doesn't work. It's buggy for me, but for everybody else, it's working. I have no idea why it's doing it to me. But every time someone else is doing it, it's like, yeah, no, you see, but I refreshed it. It gives me this. And if I go to just one specific day and I click it, it zooms into just that one day and gives me, so it's half working, half not. And you can see, like, once you zoom into your specific month, specific quarter, specific days, you can like kind of zoom in, you can see more and more data. So I would recommend starting with a, bigger version like last year. So it gives you like a lot of that data. And then you'll be able to click here on the brand. And once you click it, and that's not there yet, but once you click on the brand, you'll go directly to the reports and see all the sales you made for that brand. So that's like another really cool thing. My top 5 brands, I want to click into it and also see what products I sold for that brand. So you can zoom into that as well. And out of the products, that's where you see your top opportunities, your highest earnings, and kind of be able to see all that information. Again, this is not updated specifically for you. It's just new product opportunities for everybody, but we will make sure that it's actually new product opportunities for you, as well as new deals, new lightning deals, new deal of the day, which we're starting to push the brands to upload them to Logie. So right now you only see them here. So when I hover over it, I see that there's like a current promo code, but if some brand added like another deals or anything, you'll be able to see that right away from here as well. Here in the bell notification, you see immediately if any product has a big discount for all the opportunities, like $40 off of this, and those are products that you literally promoted recently. So that's just really good for people who are, often trying to come up with like great deals for their fans and, for products that already are inside the opportunities. So you see that. And we'll be pushing a lot of new updates to this bell notification as well. So you'll be able to see your matches here, accept them, decline them, etc. So a lot of these like really cool added features that we're adding.
So one area for you to look at is the manage products and then sort it by category and do grocery and gourmet food. And I'm getting like acrylic markers and all that kind of stuff. Like
that's very tasty, Lane. Very good food.
I love eating those.
I'm telling you, I don't know why you're saying that it's not good enough. It's amazing. So
I just wanted to point that out.
So the sorting, you say, is like giving us those errors and stuff. Like
go on the category, just click that and then go to grocery and gourmet food.
Do we even have? We have some coffee. I know Waka coffee over there and stuff.
See, yours is different from mine. That's interesting.
It is.
Yeah.
Because I'm not as good as you, so it's not showing me everything that I need to see.
Yeah. But we have the same number of products that are showing up.
So I guess that my mine is newest added opportunities first, and you sorted it by something else.
Nope, mine's newest added opportunities.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
I'll
But
take a
thank,
screenshot. and hold it.
I want to thank Doug for that question, though. It's definitely something for us to.
Yeah,
Like,
and it really genuinely isn't like a complaint. My dog's deciding to be a terrorist. Isn't like a complaint and stuff. I just want to be more effective with what I'm doing.
I totally agree, and I love it. I think that that's like one of the most important things. So you can make more money. If you make more money, we make more money. So we love it, you know?
Mhm. Okay, everyone. It has been wonderful, wonderful getting all these great ideas and conversation. Hope to see y'all next Friday. And
Be
yeah.
there or be
and-
square.
Thanks. Just thank you so much for all your participation and all your great ideas and feedback. And Ehud, thank you for your leadership. Stas, I think he left.
Gosh,
But
thank
hey,
you guys for everything.
all right.
Thank you so much. See you soon.
Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful
y'all.
weekend. Bye-bye.
You too, guys. Bye.